Congrats on the ownership of 18 Trent Road. The way I view it is you are now the captain of this ship, and we're now handing over the vessel for you to take on your own voyage. So I'm going to walk you through some of the stuff that I got walked through. It's pretty cool to have it on video because then you can always look back at this. It can get overwhelming, so I wish I had it on video. Let's begin. So the house, the previous owners was the builder. So they built it, I think, in the 80s, and this builder was actually contracted to do this whole development. So this was once just one farm, and then they subdivided it and built all these what do we call it, where they share the roof. So the previous owner built it and built all these other units, so they all have a similar shape. I found that interesting when we took ownership. I don't know if you guys know, but it wasn't your request, but one of the previous people that were interested in buying, they asked that we mark out the layout. What do they call it? Where they draw out the boundaries. Anyway, in front of the garage is a blue mark there, and that's the boundary line. And that's the boundary line. Land surveyor came in and drew up. So that's so theoretically, you could have a gate if you wanted to. Your choice. I'm sure Sandy told you about that, and then I'm sure she then explained that the boundary comes all the way up to here. So anyway, from this hedge here, you could go along there to that line, so you could come out a lot. When we bought, we had trees in front of these two big windows. So there were two trees, and I felt like it obstructed our view, and it was possibly a security hindrance because we couldn't see directly what was going on outside. But over time, I've come to realize there was some wisdom in the idea, in the sense that the north sun beats down in the afternoon in these rooms, and that those trees actually provided excellent shade to cool down the house. So if you're not going to be putting in double glazing windows anytime soon, the idea is consider maybe putting some trees there. We also find, in terms of sunlight, I know this is an overshare, that our entertainment area, it takes a beating in the afternoon sun until the sun goes behind the mountain. So it's very hard to entertain unless maybe you had something to go up here. I entertained the idea of a car covered unit here, because I mean it can come up quite far, so you could put up shade cloth and you could have a spare car there maybe. What we also did is we ran irrigation through here. This is the council meter, this is our meter. Part of the transfer, they actually say it's now compulsory that residents have their own meter. So we've got this meter where you can turn off the mains to the water supply in the house. Yeah, that's interesting, I thought. If you ever need access to that. Guys, I just want to show you the oven, how it works. So you know that inside here is the gas cylinder. It lasts us a long time. So these circle dots are for, those two are for the electric, and then obviously for the gas ones, that's easy. Self-explanatory, push it in, and she works, right? So easy. This is a little bit more difficult when you want the oven part to work. There's a knack. You got to put this on. How does it work? Set the temperature. There. That thing has to. You have to switch this thing back for the light to come on. Then you know it's working. So you can set the temperature. You can set the sort of like fan, or if you just want to. That sort of heat. We generally use that for the ventilation, and then the key is to put this notch back. If you don't, it doesn't work. And this is a timer, which means it'll switch off, which is a pain. So we just do that, and then the light comes on, and then you know it works. Simple. In terms of this, what we call laundry room, it leaks. We've made makeshift stuff where we can, but where it leaks is between the nails on the boards. So on heavy rain days, it'll leak. One stage, I don't know if you can see, but this, as you walk into the garage, it leaks here, and we got mold, so we had to remove it all and repost it. Otherwise, it works for now. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are going to do with the area, but I wish you tons of creativity and productivity. So, keys. We've got a lot of these little keys, and they service the sliding gate. And then we've got this funny unit here, which has a caravan key, which came with the house. But then it's got always a lot of these little small keys. So, like the baby one unlocks this lock here on this gate. The Yale one, it says Yale on there. That one locks the garage. And these other two, I have no idea what they were. I've never used them, so apologies. The house keys. There's a knack. It's also a security feature in some cultures. This gate locks from the inside only. So now it's locked. You cannot unlock it from the front. It is a unique security feature. So for the 11 years that we've resided here, that's what we've done. The doors, we've changed this lock once or twice, but it works now, so that's good. Straightforward, you can lock it from front and back. In the 11 years we've been here, we've had no security problems in terms of anyone ever getting into the house or trying to get into the house. I think with the main bedroom on the front, it's been a big help. In case you wonder, this rock comes from Kruger. We brought it down, this big rock. Theoretically the most northern part of South Africa. So the idea is the northern rock in the south of the country. Yeah, so I'm sure you guys might have plans to expand here. If so, I encourage you to to go big. We had plans to put a pergola over here to create shade, but the reality is I would actually put it over the grass area because that afternoon sun comes in so heavily. Okay, so I've explained that. This is the sprinkler system. Right now it's off, but we can put it onto auto. And you can set the date and time. It's pretty easily programmable. You can also just go and do a what is the thing? Yeah, it's really easy to program. Load shedding messes that thing around quite a lot, so I'm tired of reprogramming it every time that we lose power. That's why I've just left it, and it does its thing. Fireplace. I've left you guys a bag of Camille Durin. The fireplace, when it's wide like this, it opens the flute the most, and it has the biggest draw. And if you close it, there's no draw, there's less of a draw, but it warms up the house more. So there's an art to getting draw for the smoke to get out, and once it's clear of smoke, I then close it to let the heat maximize. But it's been such a blessing in terms of heat generation. Roof rack access is in this bathroom. Yeah. So if you need to do geyser lighting or whatever, that's that way. Yeah, most of the stuff is self-explanatory.
We have an excellent maid.
Oh yes. In terms of help, so there's nothing really more I can show you on this side. We have a garden service where the gardener has his own equipment. George, I'll put in this video now his details. So we just say, George, can you come to 18 Trent Road, and he'll tell us when. We pay him $250, and he sorts out the braai, the inside area, and then all the garden. And you don't have to worry about gardening equipment and storing that stuff. And then we've got a very good domestic worker. Her name is Jane. She's been here temporarily helping us, but she's been by far the most driven and motivated. She is Malawian or Zimbabwean? What is she? Malawian. Highly constructive, strong work ethic. We've got another Malawian that we've been having in the family for years, that she's our permanent help, but she is nowhere near as nowhere near as good. So Jane will give you the details now, also in this video. If you guys are looking for help, we highly recommend her. Yeah, beautiful. Is there anything else we need to?
I don't think so.
Thanks. Oh, garbage day, good call.
Mondays?
Is a Monday. Yeah, for you guys. It's a Monday. Yeah, guys, so yeah, wishing you guys great residence. Enjoy your ship. I'm sure you're going to do lots of restructuring and implement your own design and your own sway of things. Yeah, I wish you a good time. Cheers.